Hi, my name is Cara Lee, and I use she or they pronouns. You can call me Cara or Ms. Lee, whichever you feel more comfortable with. And I just wanted to make a short intro welcome video. So welcome to the class, and I'll be seeing you in person since it is an in-person class. But I wanted to go through D2L a little bit just to give you an overview and show you the materials that you'll need. So in case you're new, you can get into D2L using this computer icon in the upper right, or you can click on the left side if you scroll down under quick links, D2L Brightspace login. Another way is if my PCC is down, you can type into the bar at the top, online.pcc.edu. So that's a little shortcut. And this will take you to your D2L homepage where you'll see all the classes that you're taking. And in-person classes might use this to differing degrees. I'm going to click on our class, Math 244. And you've had some statistics before, either AP Statistics or Statistics 1 at PCC or somewhere else. So I hope that you've enjoyed it, but maybe you haven't and you're required to take statistics too. So I understand that it can feel daunting sometimes. And so I hope that you'll have fun with it because I think it's really fun. So we'll be doing lots of interactive activities together. And here's our course homepage. Here's my information, so you can email me here. You can always give me a call if that's your preferred method, or you can text me on weekdays during business hours. Feel free to text there, but if it's evening, late, or weekend, then send me an email and I'll get it next time I log on. Here's my Zoom office hour link. So I'll have some in-person hours right after our class, and then I'll have some hours on Zoom, so on the other days. So you can welcome to join me there. Here's our welcome announcement. So I'll be putting this video right here. And then here's a video on how to access MyOpenMath. So that's our free online homework system. You may have used it before in 243, and you may have had it you may have accessed it right from your D2L shell. I have it separate because I really like the forum feature, so I'll show you that in this video. Okay. And just a little more information down here. One thing that's really great if you haven't done it is setting up notifications. So you want to click on your profile picture, whatever that is, or you may not have a photo yet. You can add a photo under profile or change your photo. And then I'm going to click on notifications. There's also a Pulse app you can use for this. You can set up your email or mobile number, and then you can choose if you want to get text or email notifications. So things like when there's an announcement, if I update a page, so I might, for example, when I post our notes after class, I'll send an update announcement, so you would get that, so you know when the solutions are posted. When you get a grade, when I put in a grade, you could get a notification for that. You can include your grade value in the notifications, and then you can also allow future courses to send you notifications so that you don't have to set this up every single time. You could just set it up once. And you can exclude some courses if you'd like as well, which is below my recording screen. Okay, so I'm going to save that. And then I just want to show you the kind of the structure of our course, how it's set up. So I'm going to go to content for that. And this is like a checklist on the left here. So the first thing is D2L help and student resources. This is optional and it's the same or similar for every course. So our course starts here in course information. And I'm going to go back here. So I've got a welcome image here. And we'll be going through this on the first day as well, but we don't have a ton of time together. We only have 2 hours in each course meeting. So I do think it's a good idea to read through all of this. We won't be able to read through the entire syllabus during class because that would take our entire class. I'm just going to show you what each of these are, and you can read through them. So this is our course content and outcome guide. It gives the requirements for the course, both for grading and for all the content and all that kind of stuff. So if you're curious what we'll be covering, this is the list. It's a big list. Let me go back. Then I have an Indigenous land and data sovereignty acknowledgement. So I think it is really important to acknowledge that we are on tribal land. And I'll let you read through this. And then also I've added a piece to data to this, because with regard to data, which is sort of being used as a currency now, right? Data is money. I want to acknowledge the right of each Native nation, and actually of every community, to govern the collection, ownership, and application of their own data. So with regards to Native Americans, it's called Indigenous data sovereignty, or actually any indigenous culture. And I have some more links down here if you'd like some other things that you could do in addition to acknowledging some actions you could take. Okay, so I've got that. Here's a little page about me if you'd like to know more information about my educational background, and I'll tell you a little bit about this in class. Here's our syllabus. So first of all, I do have a big equity focus, and that's really important to me. So I want you to feel welcome, and if you don't, then please feel free to let me know that and what I could improve. So I do really enjoy working with just our whole student population, and especially people that are different from me. I really enjoy that. And I also have this quote that's from a previous student that is kind of my theme of statistics. And they said, the biggest thing that I bring with me today is that who controls the numbers has a big say in what narrative is constructed with them. Knowledge and being able to share that knowledge is power, and I'm inspired by you to seek meaning in the numbers in the ways I haven't before. So that is kind of my theme statement for the class. I want to come at this and look at real data sets and come at this with the idea of empowerment, of looking at data to be able to create change. So here's our syllabus, here's our course information, our location at the Southeast Campus. It is a 4-credit class, and it's a 4-credit lecture, technically, class. So that's why we only meet 4 hours, whereas 243 has gone to a combination of lecture and lab. Well, it was that before, but it went to a different combination of lecture and lab recently. Here's my contact information again. Communication guidelines. You're always welcome to reach out between classes. And I'll talk about this in class as well, but our union is in a difficult labor negotiation, and so there's a possibility of going on strike this term. So I'll tell you more about that in class. Here's our materials. So our textbook is the same as for Stat 243. So you might already have it if you want a physical copy. It's also free online. So I definitely suggest looking at the online book to see if you want to use it, kind of try it out before you decide if you want to purchase it. There's a few additional supplements that we'll be using. These are PDFs, and another supplement for bootstrapping. That's another PDF. Then the main thing I want to talk to you about in this video is the lecture notes packet. So I've emailed this to you, and then it's also in D2L. So these are all the lecture pages for the term, at least the ones that you'll need to print. I'm going to be supplementing these as we go. So, but these are the ones you need to print. And then everything else is free. So we'll be using free online applets listed in each module. And then we have our free online homework system that I mentioned. Here's the course ID and enrollment key, so you can get into that for your account. Here's our course description. Here's our class organization. So our class meets Mondays and Wednesdays. So you're going to bring your lecture notes packet. Oh, I meant to mention you don't need it until the first Wednesday. I have a separate packet that I'm bringing on Monday. So you'll need that by Wednesday. But each day, except the first day, bring your notes packet. We'll work on that and activities, some computer simulations, things like that. We'll work on all that together in class. And then get any help you need from me, from classmates, from tutoring, post and discussions, all that. And then our due dates will be Monday nights. So each week we'll have my open math homework that's due. If you're in class, I'll be giving you the participation points when I see you're working on stuff and participating. If you miss a class or a significant part of a class, then you need to upload your notes and activities from that day. And that's how you can make up those points. And then each week, roughly, we'll have either an assignment that you'll upload or you'll take a quiz in MyOpenMath. So you might have one extra additional thing each week. And then there'll be one project towards the end of the class. And I love this graph because I really try to design a class to work from the lower end to the higher end of retention. So starting with things like lecture and reading, which are lower in retention, visual demonstration going up, discussion. So we do a lot of discussion in class, practice, and teaching others. Those are the higher retention activities. And you can do those in class and also online, like in the discussions and in the MyOpenMath forums. Okay, I do have, this is partly from an online class as well. So I have a lot of information about the tools. You may not be interested in all that. Student help desk information, appropriate use of artificial intelligence. So there are good ways and bad ways to use AI, such as ChatGPT. Please do use it for your learning. Like you can ask it to summarize things, generate practice questions, things like that, explain things. But any writing that you turn in needs to be your own writing. And then I have an explanation of each type of activity that's in the class. There's the participation, MyOpenMath, graded assignments, quizzes, exams, projects. And my late work and flexibility policy, I do have some flexibility. So I know that you're balancing a lot. And so if you need a couple extra days here and there, I think that's totally fair. And I don't dock points for that. Okay. But you can't, delay everything so that it snowballs and I have too much to grade at the end. So if that starts to happen, then I might set some deadlines there. So you can read more about that. And then here's all the course items we have and the points in the class. And our grading scale is a standard scale. And then here's all the college information, policies, and stuff. Equity and inclusion is really important to me. And so if you're experiencing anything other than that in my class, I'd love to know about that and see how I can help. There are also ways you can report things. So you have a phone number, there's an email, and there's a link with more information here. So PCC and I are really interested in making a safe learning environment for everyone. There's also basic needs help. So we have food pantries and lots of other resources. There's help with housing, other food, stuff like that. And then here's kind of all the grading guidelines, registration, responsibilities, all that good stuff. If you have accommodations, I'm happy to work with you, so I'd love to know about that. Please send them to me. And also, if you're new to the process and you'd like to set that up, this is the link where you get started. And the process starts online, you put in some information, and then you set up a meeting with them. Okay, flexibility, if we have any weather-related stuff or if there is any strike happening, then I'll let you know what will be changed there. Okay, so that's our syllabus. I know that's a lot really fast, so take some time to read through that. And the course calendar. This has our same structure again at the top. So you know it's Monday and Wednesday, we have class and what to do in between, and then our due dates on Monday nights. And then here's our 2 exam times, our midterm and final, which will be in class. And then here's what we'll be doing each class day. So I've got a Monday column, a Wednesday column, and then what's due at the end of that week, which is actually the next Monday. Or if Monday's a holiday, like our second Monday is a holiday, so that week they'll be due on Tuesday. Here's our second week. Okay, so you can see we kind of follow this really standard pattern. I'll bring copies of this to class. Some people like to check things off as they go. Let's see what else we have in here. Okay, and then the last thing in the intro module here is just a little student information assignment. This gives you a chance to to let me know about you. I think I said that right. So there's a list of some things to answer here. And it also, because this is 244, it lets me know a little bit about what you used and how your 243 was, because people are coming from all different 243 sections. And so it'll be really helpful to get to know that about you and where you're coming from and what tools you've used. And if you're coming from my class, I'm really excited to work with you again. Okay, now let me show you week 1. Oh, actually, let me show you the notes pages first. You can print these yourself if you have a printer. Or you have a $10 printing allowance every term at the PCC computer labs. So you're welcome to print them there. Or you can use the Multnomah County libraries. They still have free printing from the pandemic, and you can print up to 100 pages a day. I forgot, this is from my 243. Let's see how many pages it is. I think it's actually less. So this is what it looks like. Yeah, it's 87, so it's actually fewer pages than that, just a little bit. These are notes pages that we'll be writing on in class. You can also use plain paper, or if you have a tablet, you can write on these electronically, whatever works for you. But you can see there's a lot of formulas and a lot of like data and graphs and things like that. So I think it's going to be handy for you to have them printed if it's possible. Okay, and like I said, you won't need that until the first Wednesday. So you've got some time to do that. So there's the PDF, or you can buy it from the bookstore. Okay, now here's what our week 1 looks like, just to give you a little overview. The first thing is what we'll be doing in class. So it'll say week 1, class notes and activities. And there's always a little overview at the top, and then class agenda is what we're going to do each day. I haven't filled this out yet. It's a copy of an old class, so I'm going to update this as we go, but this is what we'll do each day. And then on Monday, I'm bringing the pages, and I'll put any links that we need here. And then at the end, like after class, I'll scan and upload our completed notes pages, okay? Then on Wednesday, we'll be using lesson 1 in the packet that you're printing. And like I said, I'll be having some supplements to these. So because of that, I would really recommend a 3-ring binder, because you'll have all the pages you're printing, and then I'll be giving you some pages, and it'll be really nice if you can stick them in between. So I think it's worth buying that if you can, or looking for one on campus. Okay. If you miss class, this is just a reminder. If you miss class, then you're going to fill out your notes from the posted notes. And there's also some optional videos, so I'll show you that. Down here, it tells you what textbook sections we're referencing. So if you'd like to use that, you're welcome to do that. So then the second thing in each week are the optional videos. Now, the caveat that I have for these videos is they're from a different instructor. And so the packet's from a different instructor. So he uses different tools. And he's a wonderful instructor. You may have had him for 243. He just uses different tools than I want to use in the class. And the simulation is kind of new, so I'm also integrating simulations into the class. So these would be really good for the theoretical part, like the content and theoretical part. But if you miss a class, or if you do want to use these for an extra resource, just keep that in mind and go back to the first item here and look at the completed notes, because and most likely it'll be in the supplement, although I might, cross things out and write what we're using in here. Any additional technology might be in the supplement. So be sure to check this if you miss a class, or check with another student as well. Get their notes. Okay, so then the next 2 things are the participation. So this is only if you miss class or significant part of a class. This is where you would upload your completed notes. Then you'll have your My Open Math online homework. That's due the next Monday. And then you'll have an assignment each week, roughly each week. The first one's a team assignment because I think it's really important to establish teams and relationships and groups in the class. After that, you can decide if you want to do your assignment by yourself or in a group, okay? So the first one's required to do as a team, and I'll be handing this out and also posting it here. It's not ready yet. As soon as it's ready, I will post it here. And then at the end of each week, we'll have an open discussion, or sometimes it might be before the assignment. I can't remember. So let me show you that. Open discussion is exactly that. You can just decide if you have a question that you want to post here, or if you found a cool resource or anything like that. Open discussion. You can also form study groups, anything like that. So just any open discussion that might be happening between our classes. Those are optional. Okay. Well, if you can get your notes pages and then set up your MyOpenMath before class and read the syllabus, I think that'd be great. You can also do those during the first week as you're getting oriented to everything. So I'm really excited to work with you, to meet you or see you again on Monday. And during that class, we'll have sort of a course orientation. We'll do a fun simulation, and then we will be doing some review of Math 243, and also people have used different tools, so we'll kind of be talking about different tools and things like that, and all coming together. Okay, well, I hope this video is helpful so you know what to expect, and I will see you on Monday.